Yo, what is up, guys? I'm the only Beast13, and I'm going to be doing a top 5 best Minecraft servers, and this is all in my opinion, and I describe why these are in a specific order. And yeah, I'm sorry if I leave out a server that you guys really enjoy, but remember, this is all my opinion. And yeah, let's get started at number 5. And at number 5, we have woodycraftnet, and this is a very fun server that I sometimes play on. They have a few originals, and then they have a lot of, game modes that you would have on, like, any other server, but he makes it a little bit more interesting, and I will tell you how. A first original he has is blocks versus zombies. All you pretty much do is shoot zombies with a bow, and you could have 3 other teammates. If you want, you could play with friends. That's why I really like it, and you could upgrade, with bows if you do good with your team, and then you get a bunch of kills. And I really like that one. Some of you might find it boring, but remember, this is my opinion, and I really like blocks versus zombies. And another original, or at least I consider original, that Woody has is Spleef Plus. And what the difference is between Spleef Plus and Spleef is that you could break certain blocks, and then you could get upgrades, or you could downgrade all the other players in the game. And I just find that really fun, and something I think you would like if you like this these 2 mini games, is that he has factions and he has prison. I think prison might be new. I don't know if that's an original. You guys let me know. But if you really like factions, I heard it is really good on this server. And he did put a lot of time into prison. In the little amount of time I played that, I did have a good amount of fun. And next, which I really like, is survival games. Every other server has survival games, but I really like his survival games and how they work. It's just like original survival games, and I like the maps he has. So far, they're my favorite maps in survival games, just in general. So when usually I play survival games with friends, this server is an option, and I really like this one. And then, he has some, regular stuff like survival and survival hardcore, just a good amount of survival. And he also has creative, and he also has Sky Wars. Those are some of, the average stuff. But I guess if you like to do that, then, hop on this server, try out all of the average things. And I definitely think this one deserves in number 5. Alright, guys, at number 4, next we have entercraftnet, and this is a very fun server with very few mini games, but the few that they do have are really addicting, and you probably won't stop playing them until you get sick of it. And that's almost what I did, except I didn't really get sick of it yet, but I'm sure it will happen one day. And the really good mini games I find on this server is pretty much Call of Duty Zombies. That's the first one, and they have 5 different servers for it because so many people like to play it. And they have the original remakes from Call of Duty Zombies, from pretty much all of the Call of Duties that did have zombies. So that's pretty cool. You can play on the original maps, and there's actual guns, and you just have to download a texture pack every time you go on the server, so you don't need any mods or anything, and it's really cool, and I find it very fun to do with friends. But then again, it can get repetitive after you get to a really high round and you bought all the doors. But then again, that's almost like regular Call of Duty Zombies. And something else that I find really fun that you will probably not stop playing until you beat it, which is Assassin's Creed. That's one of the originals I saw on here. I haven't seen Assassin's Creed on any other servers, and it is very fun. I've never played Assassin's Creed, but when I played it on here, I had a lot of fun, and I beat it, and it's very fun. It'll last you a while, and yeah, that's something very cool on the server. And something else that they have, that I find fun is survival. They have regular survival, except you could level up, your hitting skills, you could level up your wood chopping skills, you could level up your mining. It's pretty much regular survival, except you could level yourself up, and it's very fun. And there's a lot more you could level up, except I just don't want to give it away, so you'll have to play it for yourself. And something that I find kind of boring is their prison servers. I would rather recommend the one on Woodycraft. I just find that more fun. But I guess if you're into prison servers and you just find all of them fun, then you could give this one a chance. And yeah, guys, that's entercraftnet. Alright, guys, at number 3, we have the Hive, and this is just a long-time favorite of mine. It's been here for a long time. It has a lot of originals and good mini games. There's very few that are just plain and boring. And my absolute favorite, hands down, on this server is Trouble in Mineville. I love playing that with friends. It never gets boring, and I'm pretty sure that's an original on this server. I haven't seen it in any other server, and some of you may know that's a game mode from Gary's Mod, and I actually prefer the Minecraft version over the Gary's mod version, so I sure hope that says something about that game mode. And something else that I find fun, that my friends really don't find fun, is the Herobrine. It is really cool. One person's the Herobrine trying to kill everybody else, and everybody else is trying to get 3 shards so they could kill the Herobrine. I find that really fun. And a lot of originals that I don't consider as fun as those two is hide and seek. Some of you may not consider that an original, but I'm pretty sure this is where, you know, hide and seek started. This was the first server with it. Don't take my word for any of these. I'm just saying I'm pretty sure. And another original they have is Cowboys versus Indians, and that one's pretty fun. It's kind of hard to describe. You know, it's practically capture the flag, you know, one team versus another. And something else they have original that I consider fun, but not for a very long time, is Block Party. It is very different. All you pretty much do is try to match the color of clay that is displayed on the screen while you're on a platform full of different colors of clay. So it's pretty much last man standing on that one. And also they have Cranked. It's not popular on this server at all. I just know it's an original, and I actually like that one. So if you're good at PvP, but you want to twist to it, you could play Cranked. But then they have, you know, some average ones, like their survival games isn't really that good. They also have one in the chamber, you know, which I don't like too much. And they also they also have Spleg. So if you like to play those, you know, that would be very fun. And also they announced 2 new mini games I've never heard before called Frosted and Scavenger, but they yet to come out, and they've promised it for a long time. But just take note that they'll be adding 2 mini games sometime in the future. And yeah, that's the Hive. Alright guys, at number 2, we have a server that is just full of originals, and that is the Chunk Network. If you're looking for a bunch of new mini games to play, then this is the server to be on. My favorite mini games that are in this server, number 1 is Mine Shooter. That one is practically a Call of Duty game mode, but it's actually more fun than the most recent COD right now, which I find kind of funny. I actually have over 7 hours on Mine Shooter. It is very fun. You could level up. You could unlock weapons, you could unlock grenades. It's very fun. I really recommend that one. And one that's really fun to play with one other friend usually. I mean, you could play with a bunch of friends, which is Double Trouble. I really like that one. It's pretty much a teamwork-based game mode when you try to kill other teams. When you're on the other person's shoulder, and the person on top is just trying to attack everybody else. It's very fun. If you have a friend to play with, I really recommend that one. And then one that's probably one of my favorite game modes ever is Minerware. I've actually recorded this one before. It's pretty much when you have to do a bunch of tasks really quickly, and a bunch of objectives, and you try to beat everyone to it, and it's very fun. And a bunch of ones that I find average to, you know, not good, but they're still original, that are worth trying out. Number 1 is Ironfall, which is practically Titanfall in Minecraft, and I just don't like that one that much. It's really slow paced, the maps are huge, but it's really cool how they get this into Minecraft without requiring any mods. And another one is Thimble. That one's, you know, average to me to not good, because all you have to do is drop into water just over and over. I'm showing gameplay on the screen. It's kind of difficult to explain really quickly, but I'm sure you guys understand that one. And another one is called Ender, and Ender's practically Slender. One player's Slender, and a bunch of people are trying to collect pages, and it's just very slow paced and just not fun. But I guess it's worth trying out a few times to see if you like it. And then another one is called Haunted, and I just don't like that one at all. I haven't played it all too many times, but it's just really hard to describe and just not entertaining at all. And yeah guys, that is the Chunk, and let's get on to number 1. Alright guys, I'm sure you guys saw this coming at number 1, but at number 1 we have Mineplex, and this is just a fantastic server overall. I really like every single game mode but one, and I'll explain what that one is at the end. And I'm going to try to quickly go through every game mode, but I'm pretty sure you guys know this server. It is the most popular server on Minecraft. I'm pretty sure there's over 10,000 people on every day. And yeah, let's just quickly go over every game mode that I like. And yeah, first we have Sheep Quest. There's pretty much 4 teams trying to get sheep in the middle. It is very fun with friends. And next we have Turf Wars, and I'm in and out with this server. You know, I sometimes like it, I sometimes don't. You know, there's 2 teams, red and blue, and they just try to conquer each other's territory. And next we have Dragons. Is pretty much when you're on a map and a bunch of dragons are destroyed and you try to be the last alive. And Dragon Escape is very similar to Dragons. It's when there's, you know, you have to do a bunch of parkour, and if you do really bad, a dragon kills you. And next we have Super paintball is when you try to shoot each other with paintball guns. There's two teams, you know, red and blue, and you just try to, you know, kill everybody on the other team with paintballs. And one that I find, well, it's an original, but I find very fun is the bridges. You know, there's 4 teams. They all try to collect resources for 10 minutes, and then when the timer counts down, you know, then they try to PvP. It's very fun, and I really like this server survival games. I record on it a lot, mostly because you get to have your own classes, and it's really cool. And they try to make it interesting by adding supply drops that give you really good armor and weapons in chests. And next they have block hunt. You know, it's pretty much hide and seek, except there's a lot more you could do in it. You know, as a hider, you could shoot people with a bow. You could use your axe. You could have fireworks. It's just really cool. And next is Super Smash Bros, which is pretty much a remake from Super Smash Mobs. You know, if you ever played that game before. And next we have Draw My Thing. Is, if you don't know what that game is already, is when someone draws something and then you have to try to figure out what it is by typing. And next is Castle Siege, which is a new one, but it's in 100-person game mode, and it is very fun. You know, 50 people try to defend a castle and 50 people try to attack a castle. You know, it's pretty easy to figure out what to do. And next we have is Dominate, which has a little bit more of customization, where you can make your own classes, and then you could try to kill the other team. It's practically domination from Call of Duty. You know, I find that one very fun. And the one I do not like, you know, mostly under any circumstance, is one in the Quaver, or one in the Quiver. It's practically one in the chamber, except I just don't like it that much. You know, it doesn't really interest me, but I guess if you like the PvP, or if you're really good with bows, that's the game mode for you. And yeah, guys, that's my list for the top 5 servers in Minecraft. Just take note, this is my opinion, so I'm sorry if you don't agree with it, or if there's a server you think that should be on here. And you guys comment down what you think I should do for my next top 5 in Minecraft. And yeah, guys, leave a like if you find this useful. Tell me which server you think is the best on this list. And yeah, I'm Not Only Beast 13, and I'm out.